What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. So I had a bunch of you guys telling me that the 8K is a noob gun and I was like an uncool person for using it and that I should instead be trying the MDR. So I'm going to listen to all your advice because you guys usually give me pretty good advice, and we're going to be running the MDR today and see if it really actually makes me a much cooler person just in general. Also, in very exciting news, wapow! I got one of these bad boys. Oh, Cool Whip, how did you get that? I'll tell you. I found it in a crate on Island. No, I'm just kidding. Don't go searching Island looking for this. You will not find it. I had a very generous viewer, Kurtek, offer to give me one. And so, boom, I have my first alpha container. Never had one before. I only had the Delta last wipe, and this thing is actually convincing me... Well, I lost it. And this thing is actually convincing me that maybe I should start doing the Jiri quest, because this thing is sick. So, thank you so much, Kurtek, for your giant generosity in donating me this container, and also Nikolai for helping me along in those raids. So yeah, excited to start using this now. Before we get started, I am sitting at 2.5 million, and that's it. I'll see you in the raids. Alright, here we go. Third attempt at filming a raid today. Ooh, light recorder's here. Alright. Alright, let's go. So first raid, we went into research. Made a bunch of money. Never saw a single person. So, dud raid, we're gonna cut it. Second raid, we tried to avoid going into research. Then we ran into this guy. Then we found out that we had no bandages. Not the best timing. I don't have any bandages. Oh no. And so then we spent the rest of raid running around research like a little chicken with its head cut off, looking for a bandage. Didn't find a single one. Alright, so no proxy item. So we basically just had to wait out that raid until we could exfil and heal at home, because I forgot bandages because I'm an idiot. But this raid, I brought bandages. I brought some healing. Third time's the charm. We're about to get head tapped. That sounds like a player, right? I think there's someone behind me, but they could have gone to shipping. There's definitely a player there. Alright, he's not dying. How bad did he get me? Ah. And then there's this guy. Who's also not dying. Oh my god, are we bleeding again too? Alright. Oh, this is kind of a bad one. Well, we got bandages. We're not dead. We got one kill, so this is already a pretty good raid compared to the first two. Alright, that's interesting. We got a Chad nearby, who probably also heard us. I think they're on the hills. Definitely sounds like he's AK alphaing some poor guy. How do we want to play this? We could try to rotate all the way back there, but we'll definitely get bot shots. This guy, I think, is on the hills. So he's shooting probably that naked that we were shooting at. Alright, let's go. Maybe we can get inside and get to a window. This guy won't be expecting us yet. Hopefully he doesn't have a big squad. Someone above me, too. Above me is probably the naked guy. Who actually is not naked, because he definitely was shooting back. Metal. Is he like outside? What? Alright, dude. Something about that guy's like twisted body when he's looking away from me, but his face is turned around like an owl. Oh man, that like freaked me out. I'm gonna blame that. That's why I couldn't kill him. Alright, that's good. Let's re-kit and let's do it again. Except better. Alright, I have no idea where we are. Oh, we're at prison. Okay, cool. So let's get moving. Looks like we already have someone in Gore Pit. Wow, that is a close spawn, so let's wait here a second. And watch him for a bit. If you're wondering why I have 2 kills, is if I don't show the score screen, we did get a kill on the naked guy. He bled to death, so go us. Oh, there's 2 of them. Alright. We got 1. Hopefully this other person in prison doesn't surprise me in a second. We're not in a very good spot. Might back up a little bit. Maybe this is worse, because now we're up high and they can see us. Not sure. Not sure what the best spot to be in is here. Okay. I do not like that. That's very close. We got rid of the duo. Let's see who's like right next to us. They might be like right below us actually. We might be better off rotating kind of wide here. I don't think anyone's gonna find that duo's stuff. Not while we're here, at least. Okay. I can see a bot inside Wardens. Did he rotate up? It might be above me. Could be a bot. Yeah, I think it is, actually. Alright, I have no idea what these guys are shooting at. Were they shooting me the whole time? That's really confusing. Or maybe they killed the other player? No, who knows? Tabor is like, that might be a player death right there. Tabor is a game of mysteries that we will never solve. Because we don't have that thing I want. Which is, I mean, I'm only half suggesting this, is the replay system. I don't actually want a replay system, especially because I feel like it could be easily abused. But it would be nice after a raid ends sometimes to go and be able to see like what happened. So like after you can't use the raid time, or after you can't use the replay any longer to actually like tell your teammates, you know, where the guy was who shot you or something like that. It'd be cool to see like a recap of the raid, where people went and that kind of stuff, where they died to bots. And then I would be able to solve these mysteries. But I know that it's literally something I think is cool, and I'm like, I say that right now. Is that worth anything? I never take them. Please let me know if that's worth anything. I think it's like a filter, a gas filter or something. Alright, I don't think we need any of this stuff. I know in all seriousness though, I would never actually use the replay system. It's only like in the raid I'd be like, oh, this is cool, I want to see what happened, and then as soon as I'm out of the raid and into another raid, I'm never gonna check the replay. Alright, let's get going. So because of that, a replay system is 100% not something I actually think is worth any time spent developing. I think the game's fine without it. And even though I talk about it, I would never use it. I might use it like once when it first comes out and be like, oh cool, and then I'll never touch it again. I don't have time for that. I barely have time to rekit my bag. Like, I barely have the patience to do that. I'm not gonna sit, wait for a raid to finish, and then watch the replay later. It's just not who I am. Oh. Alright. We'll stop. I will stop for a new iPhone, though. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. They didn't... Yeah. Level 27. Like, they did not seem super kitted. Alright, hold on. Let's run. I have no idea. There's no reason why I put that one player tag into my alpha container just now. I have no actual reason why I did that. It was just the quickest place to put it because I got scared hearing gunshots nearby, which I don't think were at me. Let's find out. If they're not over here... It sounded like they were more towards... I think that's the player fighting back. The gunshots did sound more towards the front of prison, so maybe if we just pop over this hill, we'll see the player in a second. Huh. I think he's still down there. I don't want to stay on top of that hill too long. Just spot him. I want to get somewhere a little more protected. We got some guys up there. Wait, what even is that? I didn't even know you could go up there. That's like... Huh. Alright, hold on. Let's not get distracted. Where's this other player? I think there's a bag down there. I think this guy's dead. I guess we're going back into prison. Hold on. I think the hill guys heard those shots. They might be coming down this way now. But we're also getting a lot of shots over there, so maybe they'll get distracted. Alright, let's go quick. So I see them running down the church path right now. So they might come here, but they might also, we heard a bunch of shots, like I said, in some other direction. They might get distracted and go for that. I think I saw a backpack around here, right? There it is. Alright. Let's grab this. Level 40. Jeez, dude. Oh, we got a silencer. Actually, wait. I'm not that far off of level 40. I don't know. It felt like a very crazy achievement. But we're actually like 36 right now. 37. We're pretty close to level 40. So I don't think it's that weird to see a level 40 now. We're gonna leave. I don't know if that guy is coming to us or not. I don't think he is, because we haven't heard any activity from the bots. Is that another one up there? Hold on. Maybe he is coming towards us. Let's find out. I feel like I saw someone up on that hill still. I think he went down to church, but I think there's also, he might have I feel like there's a teammate. I don't think he's gonna go far. He's just exploring a little bit down here. Because I'm pretty sure I saw two people up on the top hill. And this bot wasn't shooting me. Very mysterious. We could just like camp right here. Honestly, I've been saying this. These are the new trees, guys. It's really hard to see people in here, especially if they're not moving. I think it's harder to see people in these tarps than it is in the old trees. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So if you're near one of these tarps, you can make a pretty good camping spot out of it. I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Aw, bummer. Nothing in here. Alright, well now I'm not seeing anything up there. Dang it. I saw the bot getting ready to shoot me. That's why I said dang it. I was like, he's gonna ruin everything. Ow. He's actually starting to hurt. Alright, I don't know what to do here. I don't want to go to church, because every time I go to church I die. That's a bot down there. Did that guy just respawn? And the last time we saw players was like really high up on the hill. So high up that I didn't think you could even get there. Alright. What's our plan here? Alright, let's do it. Let's run towards danger. Not something I normally do. Well, let's try it out. We might be a little too slow, but maybe we can... Oh wow, Excel's already opened. But maybe we can still catch someone in Wastelands or something. I don't think I brought any energy. Bummer. Also, I'm starting to think that the second guy that I thought I might have seen on that hill was a tree. I think it might have just been one dude. I have to go check that out, though. I don't want to go all the way up there right now, but I need to figure out where he was, because I don't think I've ever gone up there to that hill. I still have this like memory of Old Island where you can't really go up the left side of the hill that was overlooking research, the back of research. You couldn't really do that. So I just imagine that you can't do that now in this one too. Alright, here's my new favorite camping spot too, by the way. Haven't made it haven't actually been able to use it for anything good yet. But one day we will. I'm playing this a little cautious because I don't know, this guy could still be in church, or there could still be someone on the hill, because I thought I saw two, but I don't think there is. I think we're good. I actually don't even know how to get up this hill either. Not that way. I think it's over here. Alright, I'm just going to spend the rest of this raid trying to get up a hill. I swear you can do this. Well, I think you can do it, but we can't figure it out, so we're going to have to go the other way. I think whatever distance we were going to catch this guy on. Oh, okay, we did it. I think we've lost him now, unless he's like the slowest looter ever. We may have a chance of seeing him down here. I don't see anything though. What do we have? We have pier, shipping. Okay. Dude, I just remembered we were supposed to do a quest in prison. We were there the whole time. We got that USB and prison download I was supposed to do. I completely forgot. Maybe I'll remember it next time. I think this guy seems to be long gone. But we need to get our energy back up anyway, so... Oh, look at the timing. We're gonna rest... Not right there. We're gonna rest right here. I don't know why I looked in those. I'm sure if there was anything good, the guy would have taken it already. I think he's gonzo, man. Because if he had gone to power plant or shipping... I don't think we need any water. Okay, this totally looks like a special crate. But yeah, if he had gone to either of those two locations, I can predict that. I think we would have heard him fighting bots. Also, if you guys noticed this, 6.8 by 51 and 22 LR. It's like 90% of the ammo boxes right now. It's bugged out. Pretty much all the ammo boxes I open are spear ammo and whatever 22 is. It's probably like some little pistol. I don't know, you smart people will tell me. Probably some gun I don't use. There should be two bots here too, so it would have been hard for this guy to not... Interesting. Go check out what that's about. I was gonna say, it would be hard for this guy to not make a sound. But that bot was looking towards the beach. So he could actually avoid all the bots for a pretty long time if he was hiding down here. I think he could sneak past most of them. I've never been down here, so I didn't actually remember that this is a spot on the map. kind of like a dead zone. Like, I feel like you're not going to run into many people on this little corner edge of the map. What am I even looking at? I don't think that's a real thing. I'm so confused. We'll get a little closer. I can't see anything with this sight. I have no idea what I'm looking at. It's like a person? Is it a bot? Ah. Alright, it was a person. Dude, did that guy DC at the freaking... Oh, no. I think that player DC'd while exfilling. That's... I don't know. I don't know if it gets worse than that. I don't know why I can't hit this guy. Someone else is shooting me now. It's a bot. They'll show up soon enough. Oh, he's right there. Alright, we made a ton of noise. So I vote we just get out of here now before someone comes looking for us. I'm also very curious to see what this guy might have had. Sometimes when you find people at Exfil, you know, they have a lot of stuff. That was weird, dude. I don't know why I'm holding my hand like this the whole time. That was weird. I was like, I think it's a player, but I can't actually tell because most of the stuff wasn't rendering. Like the boxes and stuff in front of him, around him weren't rendering, so he just looked like looked very strange. Alright. I'm guessing that this was the guy who either won the fight or showed up to the fight at the end. He got all this stuff, because it looks like he's got 2 backpacks. Wow, this was a great PC, huh? No, I was like, maybe this guy stripped it already, but I don't think he could have. Yeah, he was DC'd at Exfil. That sucks. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, cool. So we only got kills in the very beginning, unless we count that one at the end on the DC'd guy, which I will count. But we survived, so that's good. Oh, he didn't get a kill. Phoenix did. So let's get re-kitted, and I'll see you in the next raid. Alright, so we got dock spawn, which can be a pretty good spawn in terms of there's a lot of loot in there. It's easy to secure, and then you're in a nice safe building. But actually, I feel like there's the same problem with this docks. Not that it's a problem, it's just a design of it. This docks and the old docks, old island docks, had the same problem. Where you can go in and get a bunch of loot, but you're probably going to draw someone's attention when you do that. And you're going to be trapped in there. Alright. Because there's no way out. So you got to be careful. I think we would have been fine to do it in this raid. It doesn't seem like there's anyone up on these hills with us. That's the spawn you really have to worry about. There's like 1 or 2 spawns in these hills. They hear shots at docks. They're probably going to come running and just trap you in there, which kind of sucks. Oh, that's an interesting SKS shot. Don't know what bot that is. One day we'll get the we'll get a GPU in here, and it will be so exciting. But it is not this day. 762 by 39. Huh, that guy really messed my arm up. Second bot. Okay, that guy really messed my chest up. Thought I heard a silence shot over here, but this bot's still alive. Doesn't mean I didn't hear it though, because there's other bots they could have been shooting. Or I'm crazy, who knows. This game really makes you question your sanity. And your ability to just like hear stuff. I find a lot of times too, these are both pretty good mags, but I'm gonna just stay. Wow, we're so low, man. I need to get better armor. I don't remember what I was saying. As soon as I saw that my health was in the 60s, I was like, woof, forget everything and heal. I don't actually think we heard anything at radar. Which doesn't make me super confident. But no. So we'd at least hear the bots. I'm thinking like we don't hear anything at radar. So that could mean that SEAL Team 6 came through here and sniped all the bots and they didn't get a chance to shoot back. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think SEAL Team 6 came through here and sniped all the bots. I mean, they didn't have a chance to fight back. Okay. We see the doors open. What is shooting? I don't think that's at me. The bots haven't respawned yet, though. So I'm curious if SEAL Team 6 is still in there. This guy's curious about the same thing, I think. Dude, I think I accidentally killed his teammate, who I didn't even know was there. That's hilarious. I think there's 3 of them. We're repositioning. Or we'll use this as a distraction. Nah, let's reposition. So I guess it's a trio, but dude, that's hilarious. I gotta watch that clip back. I totally didn't even see the other guy. I was just shooting and missing, and then some guy died from it. He had no idea what was even going on. Alright, not... Yeah, so I was right. There was still someone in radar. And I think there is a duo up on this rock. While they're distracted, I could probably rotate back to the exact same spot I was in before. I don't know if that's a smart move. Because I also don't know who shot me. Because the guy I was fighting I don't think shot me, which is why I think there's 2 people here. And then 1 guy in that building. One less now. But I doubt that this radar guy is going to just be like, oh, I'm sure it's safe. Hey, because he heard us. Oh my god. He's just running out. That's not him, though. There's a second one. This is a decoy guy. Yeah, see, like, the guy in the window. I knew that that second guy on the hill that we saw just now was too quick. I guess there was a duo. I guess it was just a duo. Alright, we got 1 more down. But I don't know if this buddy is gonna run for it or try to fight us on this hill. Like, or do that. That was not what I expected. Interesting. We got some good hits on him. He's got to be hurting. Let's stay full juiced. That's not a good sound. That is not a good sound. That feels like someone is sneaking up behind us. I just saw him running towards the ladder, so he's not going to see this. He won't get up in time to see us move here. But we're very exposed if someone comes from research. Could push him. It's only one guy in a building. Well, could be more than one. I think it's only one. I think we out-kid him, but we're not super kidded. We're not in like a tier 5. So like, we're just gonna get one head tap and the game over. So I don't really want to push our luck on that. See, he's like sprinting around trying to find us, I think, through the windows and stuff. This actually has not been that long of a raid, so he might still have plenty of like food and water. Yeah, he's moving around too much. Actually, that looks like a Dominator that he had on. So he might be more kitted than I thought. Alright, we're in a... Alright, I was gonna say, we're in a good old-fashioned Taborian standoff here. I have a weird way of, like, as soon as I say stuff, whatever I'm talking about becomes irrelevant and incorrect. Wait, is there another person? I don't think so. No, because as soon as we killed this guy, the bots respawn. There's not another person. Alright. I think we can get to looting now. This is a freaking massacre up here, man. Ooh, a Night Force? Okay, that's pretty nice. None of this is AP, so we're going to not worry about it. A lot of mags, though. I do not want to be the guy who has to repack that bag. Okay, what do we got over here? Pistols. Try to take that. APC. It's really hard to tell the JPCs now, apart from the the new bot armor, the Tan Plus. Maybe that's a me problem. I know you gotta look at the sides and it has thick sides, but like it's hard to do. I don't even know what to take here. I'm not even sure if we should take. We should spend this time taking all this stuff, but it feels rude. It feels rude to just leave it. Yeah. So we're gonna give these guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're leaving that. we're gonna give this stuff a proper home. Most of it. Most of the stuff. Alright, I think we got enough. Oh wait, I forgot about you guys completely. Do you guys remember there's bots in these games? Easy to forget. Let's go. What the? Why did I grab that? Let's go check out the last bag. I'm hoping this is it. I'm hoping this has the GPU and the purple card and a one-shot card. It does have a really kitted out M4. A nice build. All right, cool. I think we are good to do some consolidating now. So let's. This is a pretty good bag as well. I should have just. Why did I take everything out of here? Whatever. Couldn't have done that. Alright, I think we are done. We got lighthouse. I'm not gonna bother going. Let's see, do I have like stuff? Yeah, I think we looted decently. I'm not gonna bother going through radar. This guy was in it for like 10 minutes. I'm sure he got most. Actually, no, there has to be way more stuff in radar than this. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna leave. This is enough. This is enough for us. Oh wait. I want this gun though. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. We got 2 more things. Yay. Let's get out of here. Head to lighthouse. So actually, in that raid that I didn't play or didn't show in this session, where I was bleeding out for 25 minutes, it probably wasn't that long. It felt like a really long time though, because when you're like playing and it's making that little like groan oomph sound every time he bleeds, and it makes the sound like every 5 seconds. Oh man, it's just annoying. It really drags on. I couldn't actually focus in that raid, so even if I did get into a fight, I was gonna lose it. Anyway, a really long story for saying, I got to pier, or lighthouse, 25 minutes into the raid, so pretty long time. And I was about to jump he following me? Chill, man. I'm telling a story. I was about to jump off the rocks down onto the beach to exit, and then I heard like a single step. Turns out there was a duo there, so I had to spend another 10 minutes bleeding around Lighthouse, avoiding them or trying to get the jump on them. Didn't work. They eventually escaped, but it all worked out in the end because I also escaped. It was a weird thing, though. Sometimes you just run into people at Lighthouse when you least expect it, I think. This is quickly becoming one of my more scary spawns because there's also a lot of places for people to be around this spawn, and there's like reasons for them to be there. Like there might be someone in the top of the lighthouse and they can see the exfil. There might be someone down low over here and they can also see the exfil. And like they might be in the lighthouse, you know, because they want to be up there and it's safe. They might be down low here like that duo was because they just got a kill and they're looting it. There's like reasons for people to be in a lot of different spots here. This makes it a kind of dangerous exfil to extract from, but I think we'll be fine this time. All right. Well, I think we should have time for one more, so I'm going to dump this stuff, get rekitted, and I'll see you guys in the raid. All right. This is an interesting one. Let's head this way. Because I've had people rush from behind me, had people rush from this side, but I do know there's a spawn that we can get vision on right now. I didn't get to see him in time, but he looked a little chunky. Don't think he saw me. No, he might be a normie. I thought it was a gear tech, but I think he was just, I don't know. He was fooling me. He was peacocking. Thought he was a lot more kitted than he was. Okay, so let's go this way. I think there's someone in power plant. Probably more than one person in power plant. But I kind of want to head to mansion today. I feel like a lot of times I end up getting this spawn and just sitting in power plant for a while waiting for them to come out. Which is good, it works, you know. But we might only get like one kill the whole time. Oh, what is that? Okay, hold on, there's a player. We got stretchy armor. I just saw it shooting across the map. They're probably down low in this camp. I know what I saw. Trust your eyes. Alright, not seeing it now. I know what I saw though. I know there was definitely a player around here in stretchy armor. But they could really be anywhere. I didn't really get to see where the stretch ended, I guess. And I'm not really seeing anyone down there. I feel like I would have seen them, but I don't want to spend much time standing still looking on that hill and have someone else surprise me, like whoever's getting shot at right now. Okay. I was like, I can't really tell where that bot is looking. Took that bot down. Let's move in. I think there might be more than one player. I saw one player coming from the back of village and is in this house now. But I feel like that's not who shot the bot. I don't think he was in a position to take the bot out. Okay, that's got to be someone else too. I saw someone sprinting up the hill right now. That's got to be a different player. I don't want to take that shot just yet. He has no idea we're here. Let's not scare him yet. So we got one in the building and one who ran up that hill. The hill guy might be long gone. Potentially, because he could take that hill and just keep sprinting towards. Oh, is this a player? No longer a player. But we didn't get that kill. I think he got shot. I think this guy's in the house and shot him through the window. Let's see. That was a good time to look back just then. Dude, if we got that kill, man, I think we did. I think we did get that kill. We'll watch the blood spot. We have 7, so we got 1 kill in this raid so far. And I think it was this guy. I don't think we got the kill. I think we watched the first guy die. Yeah, I don't see the blood anymore. We got that kill. Nice, go us. Okay. I don't really want to kill this bot, but... Alright, let's go. Hopefully house is... I don't know why I called it house. Never called it that. Hopefully mansion is safe now. This guy could have a teammate. But I think we should move. We're in a decent spot. People might not notice us there. But there's a... We're just taking too much of a risk chilling out there with power plant to our back where we know that there's multiple spawns and stuff that could be coming our way. Boom. We got some loot. Let's see, where was this guy? Okay, I thought he looked kind of chunky. He was chunky. I think he found this gear tech. Because this is not... If you're coming in with a gear tech, this isn't the kind of gear I think you would take. Alright, so where are we going to do the packing though? Oh, sweet. It's like barely any packing. Oh my gosh, I love the secure container. I think I'm gonna actually have to grind for it next season. Unless someone wants to be kind and give it to me again. Because I'm going to be addicted to this. I'm not going to want to play without a secure container going forward. It's just so nice. Alright, that stuff's not touched. Let's go check it out. Gotta watch out behind us though. Yeah, we'll do a little scouting and then we'll... Hey, people don't know, man. They don't know. Oh wait, no, he does know. He does know. He just can't loot this box. Come on, no, I don't want that. I don't want the Ruger. I want the oximeter. Okay. I was gonna say that people don't know that the oximeter is actually pretty useful to loot, but I think that guy would have looted it if he could. All right, let's go. I've done this before. Nope. Okay. All right. Failed. Let's go. Go the long way. All right, hold on. 6.8 by 51 and a 22. Oh my gosh, he's a magician. Let's go. All right, this is the time you got to be a little careful when you're leaving this building. Just look for little Timmy heads peeking you behind the rocks, like I was doing. I had a little Timmy head. I was peeking people behind the rocks, so watch out for that. I'm guessing they traded, or he bled out. I don't think the bots killed this guy. Oh, well, if we get a player tag, we'll actually be able to find out what happened. So let's go see. I think that would be a this is a tough fight for that one guy, because I think no, you can't really shoot here either. You have to, I guess you could. You have to be like this. This is where I thought he was, but I don't see anything dropped here. Oh, okay. So this guy was killed by ZF Ninja, which should be this other guy, but we're not gonna go check just yet. I mean, look at all the... Ooh, yeah. I'm like, I really don't want to... I need to wear this armor for a quest, but I'm like, it'd be stupid to not put better armor on just because we're running a quest. We can do the quest later. Ow, 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 oh my gosh. So scary. So scary. We took like 10 damage, but it was a scary 10. Alright, let's get going. Actually, when I say let's get going, I'm like, let's get going to opening more of these crates. So I hope they don't change this loot pool too much. I actually think I think it's pretty fun. I think it's fun to make a bunch of money on raids. And I feel like before... Yeah. This is the two guys, right? I've actually forgot to look at his other name. Yeah, Riggs 2 and ZF Ninja, they traded. Anyway, so I think this loot pool is actually pretty fun. I think it's fun to make a bunch of money. Maybe it needs to be toned back a bit because like it's not that hard now to like make $100,000 in a single raid. But I might just be adjusting because I feel like before they made this change, I was actually kind of struggling for money, which is fine. But usually at this point in wipe, I'm not really struggling for money. So I was struggling for money a lot longer into wipe than I'm used to. Could be an intentional change too. Maybe they wanted to lower the money, but it just didn't feel as fun for me to come out of raid and make 20,000 and be like, okay, so I got to do 5 raids just to buy back 1 gun. Now, if you have 1 good raid, you can buy like 2 nice guns out of it. I think it's a little bit more fun. We'll see. Maybe they'll change it, but I'm pretty happy with this new loot pool. Actually, I think this is my first video playing with the new loot pool. I've played with it before. That's why I can talk about it so intelligently, but I think this is my actual first time recording for it. Oh yeah, ducky time. I don't know, there might have been one other one. It might have been I did a live stream with the new loot pool, so that might be technically my first video with the new loot pool. Either way, I mean, I can't remember that kind of stuff. Either way, this is one of my first videos with the new loot pool, and I'm excited about it. Also, I had a viewer tell me that they like to collect these ducks and they hide them around their bunker, like in backpacks and on shelves and stuff. Awesome idea. Totally gonna steal it. Also, if you didn't know, when you watched me casually open up these trunks, I didn't know you could do this either, okay, until I was just watching some guy one time, like, because I was gonna try to send him back to his bunker. I'm just watching him run across research and stop in the parking lot and open the trunks, and I was like, wow, dude, that's really cool. Thanks for teaching me that. And then I killed him after that. I learned a lot of stuff from dead players in this game. Players that I kill, actually. Oh, that's cool. Dude, what if? I was hoping that they might start spawning the flare gun with actual flares in it. Just give me one flare, right? And we don't really need that. Let's keep going. But alas, they have not made that change yet. Oh no, that's not a big deal. It sounded scarier than it was. Oh, he's chasing us. Alright, I don't like being out in the open here. I don't think there's anyone nearby. I don't know, did exfils just open or did I just not pay attention? We got docks and lighthouse. I'm not ready to leave yet. Raid's been pretty quiet though. But I guess we saw a decent bit of action in village. I'm keeping my eye out on the left because this is a dangerous spot to kill someone. Like, you are the danger. Shooting people here that are trying to exfil lighthouse because they're never gonna, if you're silenced too, like they're never gonna find you here. Wanted to take that bot out in one hit so that he wouldn't turn around and die in my direction. Oh, we're still getting some shots too, really far away, but we're not alone in this raid, which is not that surprising. Anything good? This always fools me, the folded up one. It's just a crappy brawl strap, but I always think it's a tier 5. Or a tier 6 actually. They look kind of similar when they're folded up. I'm curious if that bot was looking at someone at lighthouse. I don't know. I haven't really figured out how the bots react to stuff yet. I need more time to run my tests. Like, I don't know, that bot, he was pointed this way, right? Does that mean that he saw someone recently, or is that just the last time he saw someone and he hasn't moved since? And like, do they go back to their patrols? Like, I don't know that either. I don't know if bots go back to patrolling. So, or like after a certain amount of time. So like what I'm wondering is, when he was pointed this direction and not moving, does that mean he saw someone pretty recently? And if, yeah, that's a bot. That scared me. I don't want to be out in the open when a player spots me like this. Luckily, it was a bot who, for some reason, also did not spot me. I really should do a better job of like conserving my sprint. See what's that bot doing? And why is he like pointed up at this hill? I should do a better job of conserving my sprint. I like to just use it willy-nilly whenever I feel like it, but I really should save it for like when I'm out in the open. So like that bot we just saw that we didn't kill, he's like pointed up on this hill. Does that mean there's someone up here? Or is, I don't know. Is the bot just kind of crazy? Seems like there was a couple deaths here, but I can't tell if they were bots or player deaths. I was like, what we're really hoping for now is the bots to be here. Hold on, that, I don't think that's a bot. It's all movement. I'm not going to be able to get a shot through these trees. But there's a player that just came up from research. Alright, they got a decent kit. Saw a samurai. At least I think it was a samurai. Their head was like completely blacked out, so I think that's a samurai. Guess he had a teammate too, huh? Also, I'm kind of interested. They weren't looking at me. They were looking at this building. I'm thinking there's someone in here, because I don't see the roof bot either. Oh, there's the roof bot, okay. Never mind. The radar's fine. We just have to worry about that duo. I wonder if they completely, like, backed off. Because they have no idea where I am, right? Alright, let's just keep moving. I want to get to these rocks here in the middle. This should give me a little bit better shot at shooting them. Hopefully they're not thinking the same thing, though. Alright, I just saw one of them down low. I think he saw me too. I think that guy saw me because he was like running out in the open and then he turned around. So we're gonna rotate. We could go hide in that tent. Like, I'm telling you, man, the tent can work. Alright. I forgot about that bot. Even though he had like just shot me. Alright, let's go. So we healed up. I'm hearing shots from the bots. But I think it's kind of down low. So they might be doing a really wide flank here. Shut this behind us. Yeah, we're gonna keep that bot alive. No reason to shoot him. Might be doing a pretty wide flank. Okay, that guy's going way across the way, so I guess maybe they're not doing the super wide flank. I thought they'd already be towards like lighthouse by now. I heard footsteps, but I think he's got I think there's another one. So they did do the rotation, but I definitely saw two people. So we're not leaving this building. Yeah, we still got battery. We got plenty of battery too. We're not leaving this building until his friend leaves. Alright, that's another bot. Okay. His friend's gotta be like probably... the heck? My right hand was glued to the gun. Luckily, I had that happen to me very recently, so I knew how to get out of it. It was from opening the Oculus menu while playing. Alright, what's our raid timer at? We had a snack. We're pretty good. I think we can probably last most of this raid without any more food or water, so we should be able to outlast this guy. Guy has a nice kit too, so like I think it's a squad and they're waiting for me to go and grab it. So I would bet that they're probably in those rocks. That's where I would be. Why is this open? That's a scary. That's what they always say in those horror movies too. They're like, did I lock this door? Why is this door open? Did I leave this door unlocked? And they never did. I bet his teammate is just sitting there with his G3 being like, man, I really hope this guy comes out soon because I'm so bored. I just want to go play with my teammate again, but I need to get his stuff back. And I'm just like having the time of my life looting right now. Ooh, so fun. Also, if he's a smart player, which I'm assuming he probably is, because he had a samurai helmet on, and that just makes you smart. It's like wearing glasses. He should know I'm still here. He basically can tell I'm here, because as soon as I leave, the bots will all respawn and start shooting me. So I don't actually have a chance of getting out of here undetected. And he probably knows that. So I guess he could be chilling a little farther away. And then with plans to just, as soon as he hears the bots shoot, he'll come back. Alright. Getting a little curious. I think we would still be fine to wait a little longer, because why? Why not, right? But I'm getting a little curious on where this guy might be. What the heck? Did we just miss that box completely? Yeah, we did. Or if he's even here to begin with. So I'm gonna try to do a little peeking spots that he's... Oh wow, that bot just respawned. Alright, well, can't kill that guy. Alright, hold on. If the bots respawned, that means he has to be, if he is here, a decent bit away. Well, we weren't that far away, actually, and the bots respawned. But, like, I think they can... I'm not sure if the bots can actually respawn if he's, like, in those rocks. I don't think he's up there on the left. I think he's back down here towards the right. We're gonna do it. Okay, I can't see anything now. I think I picked up my own gun. Hold on, let's try that again. Oh gosh, why is it so slow? Why are we so slow? We picked up one little gun, we shouldn't be this slow. Oh, wait, why is that smoke last that long? I don't know, I picked it up and then put it back on the ground. I'm wondering if that like reset the timer or something. That seems like a really long smoke. Okay, this is a nice bag. I like this bag. And a nice gun too. This guy's got good style. Alright, I think we're good to go. Here's our bag. It's poorly packed, but it's got a lot of stuff in it. So do we think, what are we at? 18 minutes left. Do we think his teammate is still sitting there waiting for us? I don't think so. I think his teammate left. But this is a pretty expensive kit, because I know, because I'm running the same kit. And MDR is not something that you want to lose if you don't have to. So I could see his teammate still waiting, but like at this point it's like, don't you want to go like play another raid? Is it worth that much money? I don't think so. So let's go. We're gonna head towards danger. So last time we saw this guy, he was at research, so we're gonna go to research and see what happens. Can't believe these bots respawned again. Wait, I just realized, guys, that's really stupid. Why would we're not going to research. Let's just take this to lighthouse. I just saw we have a lighthouse, so maybe that's a much safer route. I don't like getting up on this hill as well, because this will give us another little scouting opportunity. I think his teammate left, but we'll find out probably right about now. Alright, we didn't die. Bots on the road. Actually, wait, I think this was a solo guy. Because I'm pretty sure the guys we were shooting were not silenced. So I think this whole time I've been hiding from nobody. I think that was a solo guy now. Oh well. I don't know why this guy is still shooting me. Better safe than sorry, I guess, right? Thinking that there's another player. Better to think there's another player when there's not and survive than to think you're alone and get sent back to your bunker. I think someone said that, like Abe Lincoln or something. Someone wise. So let's go check out things over here. What is this? A used needle. I hate this bot. He's like taunting me. Oh, finally, dude. That would not leave us alone at all. We're just trying to rest up here. Alright. So coming over here then, I think I was wrong about what I thought happened. I think there was a duo, and they ran, and then that guy was alone. Interesting. Well, like I said, not a bad thing to be wrong about. Played it safe. So let's go head to orange still. I don't know. Probably a waste of an orange card. Especially considering that seems like cards are kind of hard to come by right now. I'm gonna do it anyway though. Oh. Bonus stuff. Okay. I'm sure this is completely safe. And totally not a trap at all. Alright. Not much in here. But that's okay because we don't have much space anyway. And a silencer and a SAS drum is that's still pretty good loot. Actually, what are the chances that orange is actually closed too? That's not gonna. That's a bot. Okay. Orange is gonna be open already. Someone opened it. It's always open. We never get. You have to like. You want to open orange, man. You gotta get there. You gotta get there like right when it exfills open or before. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Look at me being such a pessimist. And wrong. I don't think there can be anyone in here. Oh, we didn't check. Alright, I was just saying, we didn't check upstairs, so I took a quick detour. Found some cool stuff, but nothing that cool. And now we are here. Let's open up orange with our new secure container. Thanks, Kurtek. Grab the orange one. You gotta be careful, man. Do not grab the wrong card, because you can't put it back in. Let's see what I got. I don't think we've actually opened an orange in a really long time. Okay. Back. Not great. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Oranges are back to their old ways, I think. When the patch first started though, oranges were completely ridiculous, so this is probably a better balance. Alright guys, that is going to be it for me today. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.